This is Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking. Thanks for having me back in again today. I told you we just had a hurricane a couple of days ago, and it's been rainy all day today. It's been warm but rainy and messy, and we're just not used to rainy days here. So I just felt like it was a good day to make a pot of homemade vegetable and chicken soup, and I wanted some homemade biscuits to go with them. But I wanted something a little bit different, so I'm going to show you how I make it's a swim buttermilk biscuit. And so I'm going to show you how I make that. So I'm going to start off, I've got my all-purpose flour right here. It calls for 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, anytime I'm doing measurements, with flour, I like to be precise. I like to measure it off and make sure that I have the exact amount. So that's 1 cup. That's 2 cups. Then my cup sizes. Now I'll go to my 1/2 cup. And that's my 1/2 cup, and we'll put it in here right now. So I've got 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And I'm gonna set that out of the way right here, and I'm just gonna wipe my flour up really quick. All right, to that I'm gonna add, I've got 2 teaspoons of salt. We'll sprinkle in that. I've got 4 teaspoons of just regular sugar. And I've got 4 teaspoons of baking powder. So that's my dry ingredients. It's pretty simple. And I'm going to take these and just mix it up a little bit so I know they're all mixed up. Okay, I got those all mixed up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in 2 cups of buttermilk. We do not have buttermilk here in the Yucatan, so I have to make my own buttermilk. And I've got the point where I actually like it better than I do buying buttermilk. I take for every cup of regular milk, I add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. You can use lemon juice, but I like vinegar better. So I had 2 cups of milk, so I just put 2 tablespoons of vinegar in there. Let it set for a few minutes, and it makes a really nice curdled, as you can see on top here, a really nice curdled buttermilk. So I got the point where I really like this a whole lot better. So I'm gonna pour my buttermilk right here in with my batter. Then I'm gonna stir this up. Here we have to get our tags renewed on our car every so often, and it can be a nightmare, just like DMV in the States. So I had a young lady today, her name was Valerie, and she went with me to help me get my new tags at what we call the DMV. Then I had to go to immigration, get a paper for immigration saying that I actually live here and everything. Most delightful young lady. We shared stories about travel and about cooking, and she signed onto my channel today. So she said she was going to try some things. So I'm going to give a shout out to Valerie today and tell her thank you so much for helping me, that I enjoyed your company, and I look forward to next time. Anyhow, my dough is just about ready. You can tell it's really, really soft and shaggy. That's the way it's going to be. It's not going to be a hard dough at all. It's going to be really a soft dough, just like that. All right, now, next, I got my cast iron skillet, and you know how I love to cook with cast iron. I have every size. I have tiny ones, big ones. This is my square one, okay? I'm going to use my square one today. Now, I could have used a 8x8 or a 9x9 glass Pyrex if I wanted to, but when I have a choice of using cast iron or something else, I always go with cast iron. I've got 1 stick of melted butter, completely melted, and I'm going to pour that in the bottom here. Pour it in the whole bottom and just move it around so it's all over the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my dough and we'll pour it right in there. Yep, I know you're thinking, what in the world is he doing? Take my dough and pour it right in here. But these biscuits are so good. When when they come out, it'll be great for soup. And then what you have to do is I'm going to have to work this dough into all the corners. I'm going to work this dough all the way around to make sure that I get it as flattened out as I can, considering the texture of the dough. But I'll push some to the corners. I'll make sure I get it all on the edges. And you can see why I call it my butter swim biscuits, because it's right now it is swimming in butter. Okay, I've got it all pressed down now, and it's pretty smooth there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to make indentations in here where I want my biscuits to be. I'll go back and do it again. Do it from this side. And I'll do it from this side. And then I'm going to cut it this way. Then I'm going to do it this way. And you notice I'm not doing a particular size. There'll be all different sizes, but that's good. Okay, my oven is set at 450 degrees. These are going to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. And as soon as they're out of the oven, I'll be back to you. Buttermilk swim biscuits are out of the oven and they look fantastic. Biscuits have a long history. In the Middle Ages, they started making pancake type biscuits, and then the Romans perfected it more. And it wasn't until the British actually started making biscuits that they became more like the biscuits that we have today. I mean, they have found biscuits from shipwrecks in the 1700s where the sailors said the biscuits were so hard they could use them as postcards. But you could count on the good old South to add in bacon, grease, and lots of butter. So we've got our butter biscuits, and they're all ready. I'm going to take this one out. Okay, there's one of our butter biscuits. That's what I'm going to be having to dinner. I'll dip that in my soup tonight. I hope you'll try these or any kind of biscuits. You know, biscuits have a long tradition, a long history, and any kind of biscuits, you can't go wrong with a biscuit. So until next time, this is Jim in Mexico saying, I appreciate you. I wish you were here tonight. I set a place for you, and we'd have soup and butter biscuits together, and we'd talk and share stories. But until next time, I'll see you really soon. God bless.